Okay, so you guys know that Reddit is a gold mine for stories that are, let's say, interesting. Yes, it's a gold mine. So I went and did a little digging. And guess what? Look what I found. Okay, we're about to get into it. But before we do that, little apology. I have the air going. I'm heating the house because it is freezing, y'all. It's so cold. I usually wear my mics, one of the two, and yeah, I forgot to charge it. So, but I didn't want to deprive you of the story. So I was just like, they're just gonna have to listen to a little hum from the air. Also, just a young note: the street down from my house is they working on the road, so from time to time you'll hear drilling, and it's crazy because it feels like there's an earthquake sometimes, but we'll push through. Okay, we'll push through. So OP's name is Winnie B96 on Reddit. So baby girl receives a letter 2 days prior to her wedding in the mail, and this letter is saying that her registry is rather expensive, right? So she tries and kind of figures out where this letter is coming from, but like there's no return address, there's no nothing to indicate who this letter could come from. The only thing that she used to track it was the stamp on the envelope. But then the stamp on the envelope is from her hometown in an area that's densely populated. So she can't really weed out who it's from because a lot of people are obviously coming to the wedding from that area. She's a little stressed out. I mean, it is 2 days prior to her wedding, and it's now, as I speak, 1 day prior to her wedding because the wedding is on Saturday and today is Friday. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get into this letter. So, homie says, "Are you shit? Me. That's a rather expensive registered list, don't you think?" Then he said to them, "Watch out. Be on your guard against all kinds of greed. Life does not consist in an abundance of possessions." Luke 12:15. Not cussing and then boom, hit it with a Bible verse. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's keep it going. "Each of you should give what you have decided in your heart to give, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a cheerful giver." 2 Corinthians 9:7. "Keep your lives free from the love of money and be content with what you have, because God has said, 'Never will I leave you, never will I forsake you.'" Hebrews 13:5. "Those who trust in their riches will fall, but the righteous will thrive like a green leaf." Proverbs 11:28. "A good man is more desirable than great riches. To be esteemed is better than silver or gold." Proverbs 22:1. I mean, these are all great, great Bible verses, but I just have to wonder about the contextual accuracy of them. I see, I even got the itches now because like I think I'm breaking out in hives because I'm just like, I don't know if God is smiling about you beating people over with his Bible verses when you just cussed them out. Like, and I know we all not perfect, but ma'am. Also, why am I saying ma'am? This could be a sir. This definitely could be a sir. So I'm going to say they. Let's see what else they have to say. "God is okay with people having stuff. He is not okay with stuff having people. When wealth and material things become the focus of our lives, we are elevating them to status of an idol. Things we worship instead of God. Things that we focus more on than our God. When you're more concerned with a new toy than going to church, that's a problem. When your bank account number is more important than giving a few dollars to help the person that is struggling to make ends meet, that is a problem. God blesses us so we can bless others and show God love." This seems very personal to me. I'm sorry. It's giving, I borrowed $10 from you last week and you told me about how expensive your wedding was, and so I'm salty. That's what it's given to me. Like, because where is this even coming from? 2 days prior to the wedding? Like, you could have had this conversation with my girl Weenie Beanie 69, because the letter's addressed to her and her only, doesn't include their fiance. You could have had this conversation with her and said, hey, sis, girlfriend, cuz, daughter, because you never know, it could be her mom. I hope not. You could have said, listen, I just don't have the finances to get you the stuff on the registry at this time. Can I get you something else? Would you like something else around this price point? And if you feel too embarrassed to have that conversation, then go ahead and get her a gift card from the place where she has registered, so that she can add that to the things that the other people haven't gotten her that are still outstanding from the registry. It's not that difficult. Why the salt? Why the beef? Why? Like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense unless there is an underlying agenda, because who does that? Who really does? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've had situations where, I've been invited to a place for a thing, like a wedding or a baby shower, or, and people have given rather extravagant registries. And you know what? I'll get a gift card if I can't afford it. If I can, great, I'll get it. And I'd expect the same from mine, because I know I have extravagant taste, so I'd expect the same from my people as well. I wouldn't like hold that over their heads. Like, this is just wild. Super, like, wild. What do y'all think? Shoo. Also, let's stop this business of going to people's things and not bringing them gifts. Because if I'm inviting you to my thing and I'm feeding you, bring a gift. I don't care if it's a card. I don't care if it's a $10 gift. Just bring a gift to acknowledge me and acknowledge my situation, whatever my situation is, whether it's a pregnancy or a wedding or a birthday. Just, and I get it, times are tough, the economy is tough, so, not everybody's, but also you could also have your baby draw me a picture. You could make me something. It doesn't have to cost $5,000, guys. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.